All right, so tapping into the energy, I heard just go. So let me see if that was for you or for me. Just go. All right. What is the message the viewer needs to hear this time? Counsel and therapy. Okay. Counsel and therapy. What else? Self-love. Important conversation. Okay, give me one more. So I have a feeling that that message was for both. Yeah, open up. Just go. Okay, so this message is going to be for somebody who is being encouraged at this time from Spirit to, it's time to actually have that very important conversation in an effort to practice self-love. You need to go ahead and seek out others in order to open up. It's very much with counsel and therapy here in self-love, just the layout of counsel and therapy, self-love, important conversation, and open up. You need to find someone to sit and have a bare all conversation with. This does not feel like if this does not feel like your partner, right? This does not feel like your partner. This feels like a third party outside a what do they call that? Help me out, guys. What is that called? A just keeping therapist. Yeah, like an unbiased third party therapist. You're being encouraged to seek therapy at this time. Just go. Just go. Just go. Which is interesting because I was tapping in to kind of sort out, center, sort out the feelings, sort out the images, sort out what was pertinent for this particular reading. And, what I was seeing prior was it was almost like what would have been the bridge of a nose or like this area right here with the dark on this side. I was trying to really tap into that and I heard just go. So this is for you. You must have been thinking about this maybe or thinking that it might be beneficial in some way. This is a message for somebody who had already considered going to therapy and for whatever reason you have not, this is your sign. This is your sign. That's funny. This is your sign. All right. All right. So we're going to start showing up. Okay. So what is this about? Can we get some background on this? You know immediately if this is your message, if you had already kind of thought that it would be beneficial or you thought that you might want to do it. Now is absolutely the time to do it. Okay. Explore options. Yeah, explore new opportunities, look into other options you may not have noticed before. You might have tried it before and it didn't work for you, or you might not have been comfortable with the person that you chose or the avenue, or even like how you, if you had to drive to an office or something, you might want to try telehealth. There are other options for you to reach out. I really don't feel like it is community at this time. I really feel like it is a one-on-one type of situation. We have magnetism, persuasion, and power. What is this persuasion and power about? Conquering. Okay, if you had sought out, I'm kind of getting the feeling like you weren't okay, what is that? What is that? Yeah, encounter. So this is for somebody who had actually tried to find a counselor or therapy or in the person that you were like grouped with, like the person that you were the counselor, the therapist. There was something about this particular therapist that was it was off-putting, but I think it was maybe like intimidating, or you thought that you didn't connect with them, and I I feel like you took a um, how do I explain that? Like took a back seat in the experience, and they weren't listening, or you weren't able to communicate, or the way that they were interpreting it or reflecting that information back to you was very like um, it wasn't a uh, it feels punitive almost, like you went there for help with a particular problem, and I feel like it was like made to be like your fault, or like they belittled you in some way, or they minimized would be more appropriate. They like minimized your experience. It's time to explore other options. Your intuitive guidance to go to counsel and therapy, your intuitive guidance was there for a reason. You're being recognized that you did attempt to do that, and the pairing or the partnership or the choice that you made, or the format even, it was not conducive to you being able to get the help that you needed. I think it was person specific, counselor specific. You just didn't connect with them. Okay, I'm being drawn to the need for a specialist, a specialist, somebody that's specializes in your. Okay, let me sit with this for a minute. I feel like the provider that you went to, I believe that the provider that you went to did not have all of the information about what it was that you were seeking the counselor therapy for, and it would be beneficial for you to seek out one who specializes in the specific realm that you are seeking, maybe one that contains a specific certification. Um, Simply Googling whatever issue it is, and then specialist in my area or something like that, that might help. I think you should probably stay away from other people's opinions at this time. Recommendations should come from within, not without. Uh, you have the intuitive guidance at this time to be able to filter through anything, like any search engine, right? You don't need to rely on other people's recommendations. I think that's where you get the first one. All right. Anything else? Okay, we have false person. Yeah, this person just was not equipped. If this false person is regarding exploring options, don't be turned off by the whole idea of counsel and therapy, because the person that you're, that you encountered on this last time, that just wasn't the person for you. Oh, wow. Courthouse. You want me to say that? If it presents. If it presents. Okay. The person that you had seen privately. Okay. Or had a private practice, or you had seen previously. Adjudication team. I have a feeling that person had already been reported, or has there's something like wrong with the credentialing, or they're not presenting they're not presenting. I don't want to speculate. Like I don't want to speculate, but I don't believe that this person was credentialed the way that they should have been, especially if they made you feel like your description of your events, if they in some way made it punitive to you. Like I I have never even heard of that really for counselors. You know, um, they're kind of like not to do that actually. So I believe that this person was either overstating their credentials or flat out just they're being they're this they it's been made aware, like it's already been reported that this person was um, not acting in an official way, in a professional way, or not upholding professional standards, whatever that means to the profession that you were seeking. Yeah. Okay. Why do we need to know that? You must have had a pretty bad experience, right? And it must be very important in your current reality that you do seek someone, a unbiased third party, to talk to in a professional manner about a very specific thing that you are uh, struggling with at this time. And the universe just wanted to let you know that, yeah, like it was seen. It was seen. You also have wealthy man coming in. Wealthy man has auspicious results. It is card 13 though. What about this wealthy man? Divine support. Wow. Hey. Okay, so I was drawn to not the wealthy man so much as the auspicious results. So I think that with auspicious results and divine support, that this is a message for you, straight from source, saying, like, we recognize what you went through, and in order to validate this experience, like, in order for you to like trust the message, trust the message, that's what you needed to know, because that's kind of how you felt afterwards. Uh, like I took the time to talk to this quack, right, about what was going on, and he really just treated me like crap. And the whole idea of counseling and therapy is crap. And like if that's the way they all are, that's not like spirit is taking the time to actually lay out that that was that's not the way that this profession is. That's unacceptable behavior. Like that was, your experience, and they're here to tell you, like, no, like you need it at this time. It's kind of like, yeah, ending, showing you that this message was absolutely for you. This message at the bottom, ending, maid mail, and courtship, karmic cycle, journey, half truths, past life. Okay, all right. Is this the purpose of is this the purpose of the counseling sessions? Oh, the two of cups. Okay, all right. So we're going to go ahead and address this. If you were seeking counseling regarding the ending of a marriage, or the ending of the beginning of like dating. I don't know if this is a marriage, or if this is just a higher level commitment, or if it was just dating. If you were seeking counseling because of a romantic interest, or the ending of a romantic interest, and your belief that this was part of like destiny, karmic cycles, twin flames, karmic partners, soulmates, something on like a esoteric spiritual like perspective, right? Um, Maybe even how karmic cycles, like there's something about the esoteric nature, right, of past lives, karmic cycles, what you experienced within this relationship. You're struggling with the ending of it, or the density, the density of it might resonate. Um, if you struggled again, like with this person too, as far as that, okay, so like transgression, past life regression. All right, I'm just going to throw out some words here. They might be important to you. Transgression, past life regression. Maybe it was hypnosis of some sort. Having to do something with the repeating of this person, knowing this person from before, the bond that you have with this person, or the connection, the nature of the connection that you had with this person. Okay, I'm also getting for some that you didn't go to counseling and therapy. It was more like a unprofessional, something about an unprofessional that thought that they could regress you there and you weren't able to. Okay, all right, I'm going to move away from that. If it was something like that, it was something like you wanted to talk about this connection that you had, this that you're not sure, like with half truths here, like if you even really believe in this type of karmic journey or multiple lives with the same person and some type of connection with that. We had Two of Cups to verify that when I asked, is that what this is? Two of Cups was a verifier that came out. You just need to find somebody that specializes. That's why Spirit was coming through very clearly about the specializing part of it, that you can find somebody that specializes in past lives, karmic cycles, karmic partners, soul ties, any type of that kind of stuff that is more esoteric and metaphysical in nature. You know, there are licensed, certified spiritual counselors. There are people that, that practice hypnosis to be able to regress you to a state. And remember, because all hypnosis is self-hypnosis, right? So for those things, yeah. So at this time, you just have to find the right person. The right person is out there, and you are being encouraged to have that. I'm gonna find out why really quickly. Can I find? Can I find out why? I mean, like a surge of energy, like a buildup of energy. Is that related? Okay, it's because you might be blocked at this time. Like your your destiny, your journey, your flow, your path, your blueprint, your destiny, your journey, your destined journey. Your something is blocked. You have an energetic block. Oh, you might be going to like an energy clear, energy healer, intuitive energy healer. Okay. I want to know about that, the karmic cycle, okay, I want to know about that relationship or that, hearing entanglement. Okay, the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so whether you should hold on to it or let it go, or the validity of the situation, it seems a lot stronger than that. This feels a lot stronger than that. This feels very, very important. Why is this so important? The King of Pentacles. Is it threatening your stability? Stability of what? What is the stability of what? Okay, I'm hearing sanity. Ten of Swords. Is it threatening is it threatening, what is the heart space? What is that? The Six of Pentacles, whether you want to give your heart again? Wait, what? Maybe one more. The Chariot. Okay. All right. So this kind of feels like, yeah, the Hermit. This kind of feels like a situation where you really need to know, you want somebody who understands these metaphysical principles in order to find the avenues or the ways that you can tap into yourself to retrieve the information. You might be going for Akashic record reading, like retrieve the information from yourself to whether you should hold on to this, whatever this is, or try to repair it, or try to. Um, it's like it's hold space. Whether you should hold space. Okay, so I'm being advised to stop at this time. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna honor that energy. I'm gonna stop here. Yeah, so that is the message. Of course, like this is not your place to get that information because that information comes from within you. So, okay, so just to kind of sum it all up, um, okay, the person that you went to before for this just wasn't qualified. I mean, they just weren't qualified. They weren't qualified in what it was that you needed, and this is something that's very, very important, and it is threatening currently your self-love, your ability to love, or the reason that you went if it was love. It seems like it's love with the Two of Cups and the marriage and the courtship and the past life and the karmic, and so the love is definitely involved. It's an important conversation you need to open up, but you have to find a specialist that understands, and you won't be met with that same amount of resistance or disbelief. Ooh, it might have been disbelief. And you won't be met with that belittling, punitive nature again. They are, they know, spirit knows that in order for you to be open to receiving this message, 2222 on the timer, um, for you to be open, that needed to be recognized. So that would be like a significant part of this message, that you had asked somebody. It almost seems like it was in a like semi-professional or something like that. Maybe you already kind of knew in a way that maybe they weren't quite legit, or you did go to a professional and they really just do not handle anything metaphysical or esoteric in nature, and you really need a specialist for that particular thing. So you're being encouraged at this time to go ahead and do it again. It is important. It's important to you, and it's important for your journey. Okay. All right. You are unconditionally loved and supported by the universe. My unconditional love to you as well. Check that out. Divine support. Love it. Love it. Auspicious results. You know, that wealthy man card came out and it was auspicious results. Like, this is good for you. Like, this is the divine saying thumbs up. Like, this is good for you, and we got you. Like, we got you. Until next time, take care of yourself.